New Yorkers trying to avoid the heat while others take it in stride.
CBS News' Vanessa Murdock joining us live from the west side tonight. Vanessa.
Well, guys, out here right now, the actual temperature 83 degrees, but the dew point is 72, giving us a feels-like temperature of 88. At its worst today, it felt like 95 in the city, and at its peak, the dew point reached 74 degrees, and that dew point is critical. That's the measure of how much moisture is in the atmosphere. Well, some would describe this air mass as though you could cut it with a knife. As for the weather on the whole today, some described it as steamy, sticky, and even soupy. How would you describe this day?
It's hot.
And it felt like you're in the oven.
Like if you on the beach, fine. We got to hustle and bustle to work every day. Not so cool.
Jessica Aguila says dousing her head with water didn't do the trick. She's still overheating inside.
It was too hot inside. If outside is 85 degrees, inside is like 110, 115.
It feels humid.
Little Remy here spent her afternoon keeping cool at Newport Green in Jersey City.
Getting wet in the water.
If you plan to get the blood pumping today, Dr. Robert Glatter, emergency physician at Lenox Hill Hospital, says your best bet, limit exercise to an hour.
At more than an hour, you've got to have salt, because salt is what you lose when you sweat.
Sweating is how your body regulates its internal temperature. In cases of extreme heat like today, hyperthermia can happen. That's when the internal temperature rises above 105 degrees or more.
The issue is that at that temperature, your body's ability to sweat, which is the way you cool yourself, is impaired.
Heat stroke may set in.
That's a medical emergency, and that's where you can't sweat. Your skin is hot, it's dry, it's red.
Certain medications put you at greater risk of overheating.
Blood pressure pills, all kinds of diuretics, also sedatives, anxiety medications, as well as things that are, typically used for allergies, like Benadryl.
All these medications make it harder for you to sweat. Well, of course, tonight you'll still need to beat the heat, whereas in some spots the heat index remains over the 90-degree mark. In the city, to help you do that, the city has opened more than 500 cooling centers, and some city pools will be open as late as 8 p.m. We're live on the west side. Vanessa Murdock, CBS 2 News.
All right, Vanessa. Looks like Vanessa found a little shade, maybe a little cloud cover there for a little bit. But what about the rest of the night? That's
the big question. Lonnie Quinn in the Weather Center tracking that for us. Lonnie?
Okay, I think I really enjoyed what that one gentleman said that Vanessa was talking to when he said, if you're at the beach, this is okay, but here in the city, it's just oppressive. Well, that makes sense to me, because if you can get to the beach, we have the cooling ocean, or even in an area that's got a lot of greenery, trees and lawns and things like that, it can absorb some of that heat. In the city, it just bounces off of concrete, off of the tar, and it just keeps radiating out there. Currently, look at the spread in temperatures. I see 70s, I see 80s, I see 90s, 73 Greenwich, rain cooled air on top of you right now, 83 in the city, 90 right now in Edison. But you heard Vanessa talking about the dew points, and really, in our world, the weather world, this really dictates how the air is feeling on your skin out there. I mean, we have a 72-degree dew point right now, 79 in Belmar. Giorgio and I, my colleague back in the weather office, were just saying, a 79-degree dew point, if you run fast enough, you can trigger a thunderstorm. I mean, it's unheard of out there, and sure enough, we are seeing the showers and the storms. The biggest line has pushed east of the city. Still some activity behind it in northern Passaic County now, around Wyckoff, pretty heavy downpour for you. As that dew point goes, so goes the sweatiness out there. If it's a 60-degree reading or above, that's where it feels sticky. You get to 70 and it feels oppressive. I just showed you a 79-degree dew point in Belmar. I don't even know if I've seen 79-degree dew points. That's about as saturated in air mass as you can get. 76 overnight tonight with a leftover shower storm. For your day tomorrow, the high temperature will be 91, feeling like 95 to 100. I think you'll see some showers and storms again tomorrow, but I don't think they're going to be as widespread as they were today. They're definitely going to be out there, but maybe a little bit better. But a hot one tomorrow. Guys, let's go back to you at the desk.